Hey guys, welcome to episode 200 of Verse of the Day. In honor of episode 200, I got this banner, or I hung it up finally after all this time. And yeah, my head's gonna be in the way, but I thought I added to the room. It's kind of nice. But today we're gonna be reading Luke 15, 23 and 24, which says, "And kill the calf we have been fattening. We must celebrate with a feast. For this son of mine was dead and has now returned to life. He was lost, but now he is found." So the party began. So guys, in honor of episode 200, I thought it only made sense to talk about a celebration. So a little context on this one. The son is growing up and he's kind of had enough of home life. So he tells his dad to give him his inheritance while he's still alive, which is basically like, I don't care if you're alive or you're dead, but I want my money. So he goes out in the world and experiences everything that life has to offer. The woman, the resorts, the food, and all those things. After a while, he ends up running out of all of his inheritance money. And it was horrible timing because a great famine swept over the land. And so he finds a farmer, he asks to work for him, and his job is feeding the pigs. And he got so desperate that the pods of food that he was feeding the pigs looked good to him. And so he came to a sentence and decided to go back home and ask his dad to be a lowly servant because even they were living better than he was. But as the son's heading home, his dad sees him out in the distance and literally goes out and runs to him. He embraces him and he kisses him and is just super compassionate and so glad that his son is back home and that he's alive. And in the two verses before the ones I just read, the son is super remorseful and just sorrowful and kind of guilty and feels so much shame for what he did and asks his dad for forgiveness and to be taken on as a hired servant because he's not worthy to be a son anymore. But the dad basically ignores what he says and tells the servants to get the finest robe and to get a ring and to get sandals for his son. So guys, the beauty of this story is the fact that this is how God feels about us. When we go our own way and go astray and seek all of the thrills of life that we think are going to fulfill us and complete us and make us whole, but inevitably let us down. He's right where he's always been, waiting for us to come back and to embrace us and to forgive us and just love on us because he loves us that much. So more of the stories that God loves you and that you could always come back home to him. Now moving on into the question of the day. Is there any topics or anything that you guys would like me to talk about? Because I feel like it could be helpful for other people and also for myself to just dive into topics and to learn more about them from a biblical perspective. But that's all I got for today, and I'll see you guys for episode 201 tomorrow.